Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be yet another story time. I thought I would get all of my beauty school videos out of the way for client from hell stories that I have had in my time in cosmetology school. I am currently not in school right now. I am, just doing what I can, doing some job stuff, and I thought while I still have time, why not tell you guys another client from hell story. So we are going to get started right now. This is about the one time where I had a client do something it was a male client. So I'm doing a male client thing. If you like this video, just carry on watching. So here we go. So this happened while I was in cosmetology school, obviously. This happened about last year, around March, around this time, so I thought I might as well tell it now. I actually was supposed to go to surgery the day after this appointment, and let me tell you something, this did not make it any less stressful than it should have been for my last day there for my leave of absence. So I had this guy come in, we're gonna call him Rick. So I had this guy called Rick come in, and he was a walk-in client. Granted, that's no problem. It was right after lunch. I got in about 1 o'clock after lunch, because that was our rule that we had to be there after lunch. So I was told, okay, Sarah, can you set up for a clipper cut? And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll set up for a clipper cut. And then I set up for a clipper cut. Granted, I was in a lot of pain. I had tailbone surgery. I had a very huge sebaceous cyst. I think it's called a pilonidal cyst. And I had to get that removed. So I was in a lot of pain. My butt was pretty much broken. Wonderful, wonderful topic. But I, got set up, got ready, put my apron on that had my name on it, and I walked up, said, "Hi, I'm Sarah, I'm going to be doing your service today." He did not shake my hands. That, for me, I don't know why. Every time I have if I have a client that doesn't want me to shake their hand, I think that's just rude. I think he thought that he was above himself, really up himself. Rick acted like he was very up himself when I, introduced myself. I was also in a lot of pain. It was also a dress-up day, too. We had 80s day this day. So I was in full hair, makeup, shoes. I was wearing heels through this whole service, and I was already in a lot of pain from my tailbone. That's important to this story. So we're going to just carry on with what I did. So of course, we're going to fast forward to the consultation, and what I did was, I always ask them, what do you want me to do? What did you want me to do? And he said, just taper the, top. And of course, I got confused for some reason. I don't know how I got confused, because we all know, I know what it is. You taper someone's top to kind of blend it in at the top, He had a fuckboy haircut. So, we already were doing so great. That was sarcasm, by the way, obviously. So, of course, I, showed him, what I was going to do, I told him, I'm just going to blend it in right here, what you wanted. And of course, I put down, we have these consultation sheets. I'm sure many stylists have them, even in cosmetology school. We had these little, client sheets, these, sort of an intake form, I guess, but not really about their medical history, more what the haircut is. So we had what we call head sheets, and I filled it out, and he wanted exactly, step by step, what I was going to do, and I knew what I was going to do. But he made me really nervous. I lost what I was going to do. When I get really nervous, I'm not very good to communicate very well with what I'm going to be doing. So when I had Rick in my chair, caped and everything, because I had to go through the consultation before I could grab an instructor and let them know what I was doing. So he's sitting there, and I'm a little nervous because he literally kept telling me what to do, and I don't like it. First off, I was just starting out kind of on the floor. I was about a term 3-ish student at the time, so I was close to being done with the class portion of it. So of course I would not do this now. I would have a backbone. I just have my backbone wasn't quite developed enough yet to even stand up for myself and tell, because you don't always want to let clients tell you what they want done. You need to at least, you need to consider it, but you also need to, you need to tell them what you're gonna do and make sure that they don't try and tell you what to do. So, of course, I have it written down on the head sheet, exactly diagram by diagram, word for word, what I'm doing to his hair. I let him walk all over me, like I said before. He was literally telling me, like, how to hold my shears, and I was like, I'm sorry, asshole, but you're being a fucking wanker right now. I didn't say that verbatim. I didn't say that at all. I literally was so nervous because it was also my first clipper cut that I have done on someone that wasn't a family member. So you can see that I'm a little nervous to begin with. So, of course, obviously, the haircut's done. I get it checked. I did make a few mistakes and errors and stuff because I was still learning. Obviously, you're always learning in this industry, in any industry for that matter. So we go to check out, and like I mentioned before, it was 80s day, so of course I was doing his whole service in heels. It took me about an hour to do because I was so frustrated with him. And so we go up to check out, and of course I wasn't walking the best in heels. I should not have worn heels when my tailbone was broken. My butt was broken. I wasn't feeling good. I wanted to go home. I hated him. I wanted Rick out of my chair as soon as I could, but I ended up grinning and bearing it, and he literally comes and asks me, do you have back problems? Do you have, like, something wrong with your back? And I was like, and I don't know which I said. I either said, that's none of your business, or I said yes and then just walked away. I think I said yes and walked away, and then obviously right afterwards I ended up going into my school's break room and getting emotional because I don't hate men. I'm a feminist, but of course when men act like that to a stylist or to anyone for that matter, I just think it's just too much of you. Granted, the school that I was going to in this area where I went to school was a much wealthier area than a lot of what I was used to. I mean, not really what I was used to, but I mean, I went to a rich bitch school anyway. That's a story for another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was kind of a shorter story time. I know that my last one that I did for my client from hell was a lot longer. I might do more story times about other jobs and stuff that I've had. I really want to do more of those, and I'm also going to be doing a lot more cultural videos. Thought I would do that as well. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in another video. Bis später.